Alright, welcome back, guys. Today we're taking a look at this cool riff from the band Def Leppard, and this was from the Pyromania album. We're looking at Comin Under Fire, and this is a great tune, and it's one of those songs that kind of gets forgotten about because it wasn't a hit single or anything like that, and it was kind of towards the back end of the album. And I think this is just a really cool riff, and I love the dynamics of it, how it starts almost semi-clean and then it gets heavy. So we're going to take a look at that in just a second. Before we do, make sure and check down below in the description box, and you will find, first of all, I've got a free gift for you. It's called 15 Glam Metal Riffs You Gotta Know. And I think you'll enjoy this if you like bands like Cinderella, Motley Crue, Rat, all that kind of stuff. Got some great riffs in there. You'll get the Guitar Pro and the tab and the videos too, so you can practice. Make sure and check that out in the description below. And if you're looking for the tab and the Guitar Pro files for this lesson, make sure and head on over to my Patreon and you can check those out. Link also in the description. All right, so we're standard tuning here, and this is key of E minor. And so let's get started. We're going to start out just playing garden variety E minor chord. I'm using a semi-clean tone here on the overdrive channel. I'm using my JEL20 from Friedman. I love this thing. It's got a buxom boost in the front end, but that's about it. Dry as a bone. I've just got the volume rolled off a little bit, and I'm just gonna roll with that for this tone for the intro here. And so you're gonna go, and all I'm doing there is I'm playing 7th fret on the A string, 9th fret D, 9th fret G, and then back to the 9th fret on the D. That. Okay, so and then it's going to do this. So we're going to change the fingering slightly here. And that's an inversion of a G major chord. The notes are on the 9th fret D string, 7th fret G, 8th fret B, back to the 7th fret G. So the same sort of picking pattern on both. It's slow enough to where you could alternate pick it, or you could do some combination of downs and upstrokes. It's probably be a smart idea to kind of do the downstrokes so that you don't don't accidentally hit the other strings. Okay, then we're going to go to a D chord, but it's going to be played like this. And that's 7th fret D string, 7th fret G, and 7th fret B. So and you're gonna play just play that those 3 strings, and then we're gonna move it down to the 5th fret on the D, G, and B. Play that twice and then back up. So the whole riff is. Okay, that's the first part of the riff. Second part. Okay, so it starts the same exact way. The E minor power chord, basically, which then goes into the G major inversion, and then this time we're going to go to a D power chord and just play a 5 on the A, 7D, 7G, move it down to a C5 power chord, and then we're going to play a G over B after that. So what that means is you're going to play with the B note on the 2nd fret fifth on the A string, and then the D string 5th fret and the G string 4th fret. So we'll play that C5 twice, and then you have the G over B chord. What that means is a G chord with a B as the lowest note in the chord. So that's the 3rd of the chord. That's your first inversion. Not to get too far in the weeds on the theory stuff, but it's good to know what you're playing, right? All right, so let's play that whole riff. It does it again. Now this time, it just goes to the C chord, and then we're into the main riff. So when it hits that main riff, we're gonna turn the volume up, or if you're gonna switch channels on that, like let's say going from a clean to a dirty, this is where you would click in the dirty part. So we're gonna go. All right, now we get this chuggy part here, which is totally awesome. And we're using these 2-note dyads, 2-note chords, which are kind of using the thirds, playing around with the thirds of the chord. So we're going to start out chugging on the low E string, and then we'll play 10 on the A, 9 on the D. And then you're going to come down to 7 and 5 on the A and D. Then we're going to play 3 on the A, 4D, and then 3A, 5D. Then you play that E chord twice and chug. So here, let's play that first part again. There's a low E string in between these. Second time we're going to go to 9 and 7 on the A and D string. So this time it's 9, 7, A and D, then 7 and 5, A and D, 5 and 4, A and D. Back to that E chord, and then it repeats. So here it is from the start. Oops, try that again. That's just a D chord there at the end, 5th fret, A string, 7th fret, D. So yeah, so that's the main heavy riff there. These chords, by name, this would be like a G major chord, but playing it with that E chug in the background, so it all sounds like E minor. That's an E minor. Excuse me, that's an E minor dyad. G major, E minor, C diminished, and then C5. This chord here is used in a ton of metal, hard rock and metal. I think it's, let's see. Right? And so that's very common to use those chords, especially in that time period back in the early to mid 80s. So, and they sound awesome. So, yeah, so that's the whole thing. Why don't I do this? I'll play through the entire section, both sections back to back. So here we go. Okay, so that's it for this lesson, guys. Make sure and check down below and grab that free gift, 15 glam metal riffs you gotta know, and make sure and head on over to Patreon to get the tab and the guitar profiles for this lesson especially. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Rock on.